Hi friends, welcome back to Miss Laurie's Stories. Today I'm going to read The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. I'm so excited to share with everyone that my really dear friend Lindsey got us this book because she asked me, Miss Laurie, will you please read The Rainbow Fish? I said, I'm so sorry, Lindsey, I don't have the rainbow fish at home. And she was like, you gotta read it. I'm gonna get it for you. And she did. What a great friend. So she bought the book, she sent it to my home. And let's just all take a moment and say, thank you, Lindsey. I'm so excited to read The Rainbow Fish to all of my friends. And before we read, I thought it'd be really cool to learn some sign language together for some of the characters we will see in the story. So first we're gonna learn rainbow fish. And rainbow is really fun to say in sign language. We're gonna make two C's. We're gonna put them together. And then we're gonna bring them apart and bring them down. We're making the shape of a rainbow, which is an arc. Rainbow. Nice. And now we're gonna learn fish. So put out one hand. Well, you're gonna shake my hand. Nice. And just put your thumb down a little. And now move your hand back and forth, like a fish is swimming in the water. Fish. Nice. Now let's put those two signs together to say rainbow fish. Rainbow fish. That was great. Now we're also going to learn sea star, which I know a lot of my friends call it starfish. But did you know starfish are not really fish? So that's why we call them sea stars now. So I'm going to teach you two signs. To say starfish, we're going to say star, fish. And now I'm going to teach you sea star. So to say sea, ocean, waves, basically anything talking about the big water at the beach. We're going to do this. This would be sea, ocean, I think waves too actually. So we're going to say sea, star. Nice. So we learned two signs for starfish and sea star. Let's practice those one more time. Ready? Star, fish, or sea, star. And finally, rainbow fish also meets a very wise octopus in this story. So I'm going to teach you octopus. So octopus have 8 arms, and we're going to pretend our 5 fingers are the arms. You can squiggle them, wiggle them a little. And we're going to take our other hand and make like a fist and put it on top. And we can go up and down. Octopus. I like octopus. That one's a fun one too. So let's just practice all our signs one more time. We learned rainbow fish. We learned starfish or sea star. And finally, octopus. That was really fun. Now it's time to read The Rainbow Fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow Fish, he called, wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. My friends, do you think Rainbow Fish is going to share one of his beautiful, shimmery, glittery scales with the little blue fish? What do you think is going to happen? All right, let's read and see what happens next. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Get away from me, cried the rainbow fish. My friends, was that a good choice or a poor choice? Yeah, that was a very poor choice. That was not very kind of the rainbow fish to talk that way. How do you think the little blue fish is feeling? Very sad. How would you feel if someone talked to you that way? Who do you think you are? Get away from me. Oh, that's so hurtful. You know, if someone talked to me that way, I would feel really sad too. It's not very kind. And you know what? Instead of saying get away from me, you know, there are nice ways to ask for space or to be alone. So I always tell my friends, it's okay to want to be alone. I love to be alone a lot. So you can always ask kindly, may I please have space? Or I'd really like to be alone, please. And that usually helps a lot when you want some space, instead of saying something rude or a little unfriendly like, get away from me. No one likes to be talked to that way. It can really hurt feelings. You know, your words really do matter. Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. He told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. And now what happened? Because the rainbow fish is not being very friendly. The other fish want to play with him? No, they don't think he's very nice. And he definitely does not share. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish, or the sea star. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the sea star. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. All right, my friends, we're going to learn 2 poses. We're going to come into a sea star pose, and then I'll give you a little sneak peek. We're going to come into the octopus pose. All right, first, I'm going to show you star pose standing up because it's going to be the same shape with our body, but we're going to do it on the floor together. So first, this is star pose. My arms are really wide, my legs are really wide too. And now we're going to go down on the ground. But first, so you can all see me, I'm just going to move the camera down too. All right, here we go. I like to start by putting my feet really wide, and then my arms really wide, and I lay down. Nice. And while we're in our sea star pose, we're going to take a deep breath in and bring in our arms and legs really tight into our body, like a big hug. So everyone breathe in, big hug, big squeeze, and then breathe out and let everything go. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Breathe in, big hug, big squeeze, and then let it all go. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice. That was sea star. Now we're going to come to our octopus pose. So, for octopus, we're going to put up our arms and we're going to put up our legs up in the air. Let me just move my body so we can all see each other better. Nice. So, arms up, legs up. And we're like swiggle, like an octopus in the ocean. And do you know how many arms an octopus has? 8. Way more than us. We have 2 arms and 2 legs. So we have, let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. And we're going to pretend we have 8 arms, like the octopus. And we're going to swiggle in. We'll put 1 in and 1 out and switch. And let's just take a deep breath here together. Breathe in, Breathe out. Nice. That was Octopus Pose. And now we can finish the book. The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly 2 eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. Do you think rainbow fish will be able to do that? Do you think rainbow fish could share his beautiful, shimmery, glittery scales with the other fish? What's your prediction? What's going to happen next? Let's see. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales? My beautiful, shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them? But my friends, do you remember from earlier in the story? Was Rainbow Fish so happy with all of his beautiful, shimmery scales? No, he wasn't feeling happy. He was feeling really lonely and sad. So what do you think? Is keeping all of his glittery scales all to himself a good choice? No, it's a poor choice. It's not making him or the other fish happy. So let's see what happens next. Suddenly he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please, don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much. The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. So my friends, how are they feeling now? Rainbow Fish just shared one of his most beautiful, glittery, shimmery scales with the little blue fish. And now they're both feeling happy. It felt really good to share. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. Is the rainbow fish going to share with all the other fish? Yeah. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. He's feeling happier and happier. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and, happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And here the rainbow fish is now, with just one shimmery scale left. The end. My friends, so what we just learned from the rainbow fish? What does it mean to be a good friend? Yeah, when you share with your friends and others, not only do you make them happy, but you can also feel really happy too. It means you're being a giver, and it feels really good just to give, I try to teach my friends that a lot. So let's just take one more moment. I want to say thank you, Lindsey. I had so much fun reading The Rainbow Fish, and I hope all my friends enjoyed it too. Bye. I love you lots. See you soon, friends.